Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Shenrel. If you're new here, welcome. Today I am super excited because we will be doing some fake shopping. This is honestly my very favorite type of shopping, and I often do it not on purpose. Like I will go shopping for something, end up not buying anything, but that itch to shop has been itched. And so today, this is a tag video created by Noel in which we will pretend that we have been given a $1,000 gift card to spend at Sephora on whatever I wish. So this was actually really fun to do because a lot of the things on my list are indie. Like I don't do a lot of shopping at Sephora. So I had a lot of fun just kind of going through the brands and looking what they had there. And I very quickly compiled a $1,000 card. So the first thing is not that expensive. It is a Brazilian Kiss Cupuaçu lip butter by Sol de Janeiro. I have tried their like body butters before, which are really honestly quite heavenly and also spendy. This is an $18 lip balm. I'm not sure there's ever a lip balm that's worth that much money. It just seems very luxurious. So that was one of the first things actually that I added. One of the brands that I went straight for on the website to look at their items was Hourglass. I just really like the aesthetic of Hourglass. I have one of their blushes. I really do like the brand, but I would love to try one of their powders, one of their ambient lighting powders. But I would, even if this was a fantasy haul, I would still only get a mini. I don't think I would need a full size. And I'd be happy trying any of the colors, but I put the diffused light powder on there. That one is $24. It's supposed to be just a beautiful finishing powder, something you put on at the very end to give your face just a beautiful ambient light. Next we come to another headed straight for this brand on Sephora. So Charlotte Tilbury, another one where I really like how her makeup looks on other people. So I would love to try one of her eyeshadow quads. I just picked one. I think Mesmerizing Maroon looks like one that I would use. Guys, this is a $53 quad. People who use them absolutely love them. They get really good reviews generally. I've seen one or two people that aren't impressed. But honestly, for that price, it better be amazing, right? But I would definitely throw one of those quads in my cart. Along the same lines, I have never tried anything Pat McGrath. I would have to try something, although I didn't want to use like $100 of my budget on one of her palettes because that's how much hers cost, if you can believe it, like $120. So I decided on one of her mini palettes. This is the Mini Eye Ecstasy eyeshadow palette in Sublime. I chose this one to, try out the formula, but also because I think that those are colors I would actually try. And those 5 shadows are $28. Next on my list, I have the Supergoop CC Cream in the color Light. I did try a little sample of this one time and I really, really enjoyed it. And I actually would have immediately bought the full size until I went to see how much it was. It was $36, which, that's a bit much for a daily wear product for me like this. You guys are gonna laugh at me for this next one. Just because, you either love it or you hate it. But I would, if this was my cart, I would put in the Tartelette in Bloom Clay Eyeshadow Palette. This is one that a lot of the colors call to me. It's one that I know I could wear every day, but that palette is $39. But next, Bobbi Brown, another, makeup artist brand that I have never tried. So this is the blush in the color Tawny. I honestly wasn't sure which color to choose, but this is a $33 blush. That's pretty high end, but I do, like her style of makeup, and so I would totally put one of those in. Next we come to an item that every single time I've ever gone into a Sephora, I always swatch these. This is the Kaja Beauty Bento Bouncy Shimmer Eyeshadow Trio. There is just something about the way that these shimmers and mattes feel, but especially the shimmers, they're just so soft and extremely pleasant. I would love to actually try them on my eyes. I chose Chocolate Dahlia, but honestly, any of them would make me happy. This little eyeshadow trio is $21. So the next item, they actually are out of stock of my shade, but you know what? This is my fantasy cart, so also in my fantasy, they have my shade. So the Cover FX Total Cover Cream Foundation. I'm not looking for a cream foundation, but I would be using this as a concealer. Jamie French mentioned in a video that this was an excellent concealer. Right now it's on sale for $21, which is fabulous for my cart. And I noticed that everything from Cover FX was actually clearanced, so I'm not sure what the deal is with that at Sephora, but if you're looking for something Cover FX, I would go check that out. Here at this point, I should probably insert a warning to prepare for a lot of cream blushes. A lot of expensive cream blushes. This first one isn't that expensive. It's from Milk Makeup. This is the mini, actually. So this is the Lip and Cheek stick, little chubby stick thing in the color Work. And this is $15. In real life, I would get the mini. Like, I wasn't just trying to fit as many things as possible into the cart. Blushes and cream blushes especially can last a extremely long time. So the mini would be just fine for me. Next, I have another cream blush. This is one that I had seen before on someone's video and then promptly forgot about, but when I saw it on this website, I was like, ooh, yes, I thought that was so pretty. So this is from the brand called Lila B. This is a very, this is like a luxury brand or high-end. I guess I'm not sure where it falls in there, but this is the Divine Duo Lip and Cheek little pot thing in the color Be Real. That's $46. It has the coolest little packaging. Like when you see someone open it, it kind of slides open in a really fun way, and it's metal. I guess it's really heavy, but this just seems like something very luxurious. I would love to try. Another luxurious item I would love to try, another item from Bobbi Brown. So this is one of her lipsticks. I know she's kind of famous for her lipsticks. Am I right about that? And this is just in the color brown. I thought it looked like a nice neutral, and her lipsticks are $29. Next up is another item where I've actually tried a sample. I still have the sample, actually. I've been kind of hoarding it because I really enjoy it. This is the Dr. Jart Cica Repair Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment in SPF 30. It's like a green cream, and you put it on and it neutralizes redness, but it turns into like a beigey color, so it's supposed to match like a light skin tone, and I really enjoy it. I really like it. However, a big jar is $52, so that's one of those things that will probably be on my wish list forever, and I won't actually usually buy that for myself, so I've been really enjoying a little sample that I have. But in my fantasy haul, this would totally be in there. Next, I have another item from Supergoop. This is one of their, I think, probably the most popular products that they have. This is the Unseen Sunscreen SPF 40. It's popular because, once again, it's unseen. It doesn't leave a white cast, and it doesn't make you look greasy. Like, it's supposed to be really nice and light. And SPF 40, that just sounds so nice. However, this sunscreen is $34, so it's a little more expensive. That's something that I would think about, just because I have been trying to wear nicer sunscreens that have been good, that are better for my skin, and I've actually noticed a difference using a nicer sunscreen. So that's something that I might actually think about in the future, especially if Supergoop ever had a sale. I don't know if they ever do, but you know, a girl can hope and wish. Okay, we are back to Charlotte Tilbury. So she has this item called a collagen lip bath. Let me try that again. Collagen lip bath gloss. Doesn't that sound just lovely? That sounds so lovely. It's a $35 lip gloss. Holy moly. So this would absolutely be in my fantasy card. I chose the color Pillow Talk. Like, I didn't really look at all the shades. I know that's a popular shade, so that's the one I chose. But I would definitely go for one of those. Also, Marc Jacobs. This is not that exciting to me, but I would want to try it. Marc Jacobs is really famous for their eyeliners. They're supposed to be super budge-proof and just nice in that way. They are $26 eyeliners, so they'd better be awesome for that price, right? So I just threw in the color brown, or not brown. It's a brown eyeliner, but it's the color Earthquake 41. I would love to try one of these, but yeah, they're $26. And now we're back to Hourglass. So I do have one of their blushes. I wouldn't mind picking up another one from the Ambient Lighting collection. This one is the color Mood Exposure, and this is a mini. The minis are $24. I feel like I've raved enough about them on my channel. I don't feel like I need to say much more. I really like the radiant finish that they have. I think they're just really pretty. This next one, this is definitely like fantasy haul type stuff. This is something I would never actually buy, but this is a facial treatment essence from Patera. This is Ski 2. Have you guys seen the commercials for these with like James Corden and famous people doing these? I thought it was funny but ridiculous at the same time. They were really long commercials, but just the mini 2.5 ounces is $99. I'm not quite sure exactly how this stuff works and what it's supposed to do. I think it's an essence you just pat in your face, and it's just supposed to make your skin amazing. It seems gimmicky to me, but you know what? Fantasy haul, I would try the mini for $99. Holy moly. Okay, so now we come to a brand that I have only just lately heard of. I feel like everyone's talking about them on YouTube right now, but they immediately got my attention because they have cream products. So this is the Tower 28 Beauty, the Beach Please Tinted lip and cheek balm. So this is actually, in comparison to other things, not as expensive. It's $20. I chose the color Magic Hour, and people have been talking about how they really enjoy this. So yeah, this is actually another one I'm actually interested in trying in real life. Another thing that I could be convinced to splurge on, this is from Becca Cosmetics, the Under Eye Brightening Corrector in the color Light to Medium. It is $32. This is something that Samantha Ravendall raves about constantly in terms of its epicness. It looks like something that is very understated. Like, it doesn't look like something that you notice is on someone's face, but for some reason, like when applied just right, just a little tiny little bits right here, it really helps to brighten up the under eye and help to correct dark circles. And I don't necessarily have like a really bad dark circle problem, but a little bit of brightening, it helps. So that would definitely be in the cart. Ooh, this is another one that when I saw it, I'm like, oh, definitely put that in. So it's from Tatcha. Tatcha is another brand that is very expensive, and I love cleansing oils. They have a pure one-step camellia oil cleanser. It's $48 for 5.1 ounces. Totally would be interested in trying this. I saw a makeup artist do a, like, explaining how she removes her makeup at the end of the day. Tatcha is her favorite cleansing oil, and she used it, showed using it, and it surely did look lovely. So I'd love to try that. Now we come to another blush from Bare Minerals. This is the Bounce and Blur blush. I actually did have a little tiny sample of the color Mauve Sunrise, and it was so pretty, but I lost it while traveling months ago, and I was so sad. But for this fantasy haul, I decided to put it in a color I hadn't tried yet, but got amazing reviews. The shade Blurred Buff. A lot of people talk about how this is an awesome neutral blush, and it's a $29 blush. Next, from Bite Beauty, another item that I've heard talked about a ton, their Agave Nighttime Vegan Lip Therapy. Any of their agave products, I'd be happy to try. People rave about them, but not something I would typically pick up for myself. $24. Ooh, this next one. Once again, the color that I want is out of stock, but whatevs. Fantasy haul, I can put stuff that's out of stock in my cart. So this is from Shiseido. This is the Minimalist Whipped Powder Blush. I was watching a makeup artist named Andrea Ali, or Ali Andrea. I'll make sure and put her channel down in the description. But she's a working makeup artist in Europe, and she was talking about her favorite cream blushes, and this is one she mentioned. She said this is one that she's actually ended up giving to clients multiple times because the clients loved it so much she keeps having to repurchase it for herself, and it does look really pretty. The color Sonoya is the one that I would go for, and it's a $29 cream blush. I had to throw in another cream blush from Fenty. These are super popular right now. They just came out. The color number 2, Petal Poppin', is probably the one that I would go for. It is a $20 blush. Yes, I know that my thing is full of blushes. Please don't judge me. The next thing, we're back to another eyeshadow thing. So this is from Rowan Beauty, which is not something I've heard of mentioned very often. Now this quad is $42. So once again, we're back into a high-end eyeshadow product, and it looks like there's several different colors. I tried to pick the one that I would actually use in real life. And just the way it's described, I would be interested in trying this. It just seems different, just a little different from the normal. Okay, now we go back to Bobbi Brown. She has a product called Crushed Oil Infused Gloss, which I've heard a few people mention. I have no idea what color I would choose in real life if I had to pick one. Because there's several colors that look beautiful. I just chose the color New Romantic. It's a $27 lip gloss. Just the way it's described, the crushed oil infused, it just sounds very juicy. Okay, if I'm gonna be doing a fantasy haul, I have to include something from Natasha Denona. This is another very, luxury brand, and I've never tried any of her eyeshadows. I would just go for one of her minis. Honestly, several of them look pretty to me. I have the Mini Glam here. It is a $25 little palette, and I think I would use the majority of those shades. Let's swing around back to Charlotte Tilbury. So I've never tried her lipstick. It's what she first got famous for. So I would do like a little trio of the mini Pillow Talk lip liner and lipstick set. That way I could try both of them, and I'm all about minis if I can ever get them. So it'd be $25 for that little set. And coming in last, but definitely not least, something that has been on my wish list for a long time, but that I have managed to talk myself out of, even when it went on sale, but it's the Urban Decay Naked Honey Eyeshadow Palette. Full price, it's $49. I'm really drawn to these mustardy tones. I have found that I actually do enjoy wearing them. Not very often, but I do enjoy wearing them. And so that would definitely be included in my fantasy haul. Okay, so I had 30 items in my cart. That brings my total to $1,003. I tried really hard to get it as close as possible. So if someone had given me a $1,000 gift card, I would have to use a few dollars of my own money to, cover the rest and tax. Oh my goodness, but there's just something about doing this sort of thing that is really fun. If you guys, had a fantasy shopping gift card, what would you purchase at Sephora? I would say 6 months ago, I would have gone for way more eyeshadows. Now I'm into the blushes, as you guys could see from my haul. But I'd like to thank Emily Noel for making this a tag. This has been really fun. I've been enjoying watching other people's fantasy hauls as well. But I should be back pretty soon with my Allure unboxing. It's on its way to me. I saw the shipping notification. But I'll see you guys in my next video. I hope you have a good day. Bye!